In the wild, animals face numerous challenges to secure their survival. They must hunt or forage for food, seek or construct shelters, endure the unpredictable forces of nature, and vigilantly tend to their packs or herds to protect their offspring. It's a ruthless existence, and every interaction with another creature often boils down to a matter of life or death. On the other hand, domesticated animals have the privilege of relying less on their instincts. They enjoy a cozy bed to sleep in, a constant supply of food and companionship, whether they be furry or human. However, occasionally, our pets can't resist drawing upon their ancestral wild instincts, leading them into some amusing and tricky situations. Take, for example, this particular cat. Some house cats are born with a natural hunting instinct. Whether it's an insect within the confines of the home or a bird or squirrel just out of reach beyond the window, felines can't suppress their inherent urge to chase and hunt down prey. Of course, domesticated house cats don't actually need to hunt. With their warm beds and full food dishes, they have all they need to thrive without their wild instincts. Tammy Simpson's cat, Ginger, appeared to wholeheartedly accept this reality. Not only did she show no inclination to hunt, but Tammy also mentioned that Ginger didn't even seem to know how to hunt. She hasn't figured out how to hunt, Tammy explained, even though she's 7 years old. Fortunately, Ginger's lack of hunting prowess never bothered her owner. The kitty had always made it abundantly clear that she preferred lounging around over pouncing. According to Tammy, Ginger also suffered from severe anxiety. Anytime Tammy rearranged furniture, operated the vacuum cleaner, or if a guest made a sudden movement, Ginger would panic. She hardly had the disposition of a predator, and that suited Tammy just fine. She adopted Ginger for companionship, not for her mouse hunting abilities. I was very sick for a very long time. You know, people exhausted me, Tammy said. Ginger likes to cuddle, and so cats are good healing companions. So it was quite surprising to Tammy when Ginger began to take an interest in something outside. Moose. These massive creatures would occasionally visit Tammy's Alaskan backyard, and Ginger appeared utterly captivated by them. She would even meow to be let outside when a mother moose and her calf appeared. Moose don't typically target people or other animals unless provoked, but they can be territorial, especially if they perceive a dog or a cat as a potential threat. They may become aggressive and charge, causing harm or even death. Tammy was well aware of this, so she was initially hesitant to let Ginger outside for her own safety. However, the cat was incredibly insistent, and Tammy eventually gave in. She closely watched as Ginger seemed to stalk the moose and her calf, inching closer to them with each visit. Remarkably, the mama moose didn't seem to mind at all. Their first encounter went smoothly, and Tammy felt comfortable allowing Ginger to approach them. If I pointed out to her, if I say, "Hey, there's a moose," she's out on the deck, ready to watch them, Tammy explained. Ginger became so comfortable around her newfound friends that she began getting closer to them during each visit. However, one day her curiosity got the better of her, and she ventured too near the moose, prompting the enormous mother moose to stand up and approach the inquisitive cat. In that moment, it seemed Ginger had second thoughts, and she hastily retreated to the safety of the house. Nevertheless, Ginger's determination to befriend the moose family remained unwavering, and she continued to refine her hunting skills. As 2 moose calves joined the mother, Ginger's curiosity grew even stronger. Tammy couldn't help but feel both proud of Ginger's newfound bravery and anxious about each encounter, fearing any potential threat to her beloved kitty. While Ginger might not have been a skilled hunter, she certainly knew how to make a grand entrance. Her approach often began with a spirited charge down the hill toward the moose. While this might have seemed like an aggressive move, the mother moose and her offspring seemed more inclined to befriend Ginger than anything else. Tammy believed that the mother moose tolerated Ginger's presence because she sensed the cat's excitement and genuine desire to interact, especially with the moose calves. It seems like when there are babies, in particular, she likes to head out there, Tammy observed. Ginger's gradual overcoming of anxiety provided a unique opportunity for the moose and her calves to socialize with a creature from a different species, creating a rather unusual but heartwarming experience. Typically, mother animals, including moose, can be very aggressive when it comes to protecting their vulnerable offspring. Jesse Coltrane from the Alaska Department of Fish and Game explained that maternal instincts are particularly strong during certain times of the year. However, in this case, it was clear that this particular mother moose was quite comfortable with Ginger's presence. To Tammy, all of this seemed perfectly natural. While Ginger might not have excelled as a hunter, she had her own distinct quirks. She likes to put paper in her water dish and just move it around. She also loves hanging out in the sink, Tammy shared. Ginger also had a rather unconventional way of seeking attention. Tammy described, she won't meow or anything. She'll get really close to your face and just stare. Eventually, it wakes you up, like you can sense something's there. It's very terrifying and makes me jump every time. Despite her timid nature, Ginger certainly had a way of asserting herself. As Ginger and the moose family continued to bond, it became evident that they shared a unique and special connection. While they made for an unusual pair, there was no denying the genuine enjoyment they derived from each other's company, even if Ginger initially tried to hunt the moose.